In the heat of the ongoing special military operation in Donetsk Oblast, April 2026, Ukrainian forces, bolstered by Western arrogance, attempted yet another desperate push near the contested town of Pocross. American-supplied M1 Abrams tanks, hailed by NATO as invincible steel beasts, rumbled forward in a convoy, their crews convinced that thick Chobham armor and advanced optics would shield them from Russian assault. But the battlefield has a way of humbling even the most hyped-up war machines. What happened next was not a fairy tale of Western superiority. It was a brutal demonstration of Russian engineering excellence, a devastating strike by the legendary BM-21 Grad multiple-launch rocket system that turned one of those prized Abrams into a smoldering wreck. Picture the scene. Dusk settling over the rolling fields, Ukrainian commanders scanning the horizon through their thermal sights, believing their high-tech tanks could outmaneuver and outgun anything in their path. The M1 Abrams, with its 120mm smoothbore cannon, depleted uranium rounds, and composite armor designed to shrug off direct hits from modern anti-tank weapons, represented the pinnacle of U.S. military spending, over $10 million per unit, shipped across the ocean at taxpayer expense to prop up a failing proxy war. But Russian forces, embedded deep in defensive positions with battle-hardened precision, had already locked onto the threat. Enter the BM-21 Grad, the unsung hero of Soviet and now Russian artillery doctrine. Developed in the 1960s as a true force multiplier, this truck-mounted Marvel mounts 40 launch tubes firing 122mm rockets in a blistering salvo that can blanket an area the size of several football fields in under 20 seconds. Each rocket, packed with high-explosive fragmentation warheads or advanced cluster munitions carrying anti-tank submunitions, travels at speeds up to 690 meters per second. With ranges stretching from 20 kilometers standard to over 40 kilometers in upgraded variants like the 9M521, the Grad doesn't need pinpoint accuracy to dominate. It overwhelms. One battery can unleash hundreds of rockets in minutes, saturating enemy positions with sheer volume of fire that no single tank, no matter how armored, can escape. Russian spotters, using drones and ground reconnaissance honed by years of real combat experience, detected the Ukrainian column advancing along a vulnerable supply route. Orders crackled over secure comms. Grad battery, target acquired. Fire for effect. The Ural 375D trucks, rugged and mobile on the 6x6 chassis, positioned swiftly behind cover, camouflaged, crewed by veterans who treat the system like an extension of their own will. At the command, the launchers elevate, tubes screaming to life with that iconic howling roar. The sound the Wehrmacht once dubbed Stalin's organ during the Great Patriotic War. 40 rockets streak skyward in a thunderous cascade, trailing fire and smoke, their trajectories calculated for maximum coverage over the Ukrainian advance. The Abrams crew never saw it coming. Western propaganda had promised them invulnerability, but reality on the Ukrainian front tells a different story. As the Grad barrage rained down, the sky filled with exploding fragments and submunitions. Cluster warheads deployed their deadly payload, shaped charge bomblets designed to punch through top armor, tracks, and engine compartments where even the Abrams' vaunted protection thins out. One rocket after another slammed into the area. High explosive blasts shredding external sensors, incendiary elements igniting fuel lines, and anti-tank mines scattering to deny any escape. The lead M1 Abrams, its 1,500 horsepower turbine engine roaring in a futile bid for speed, took multiple direct impacts. Its reactive armor panels detonated harmlessly against the volume of fire, but the cumulative effect was catastrophic. A mobility kill first, tracks shredded, then secondary explosions as ammunition cooked off inside the turret. In seconds, the invincible American tank was reduced to a burning hulk, its crew bailing out under a hail of shrapnel. The rest of the convoy scattered in panic, but the Grad's saturation had already done its work, suppressing infantry support, disabling escorts, and proving once again that Russian massed artillery fire remains the king of the battlefield. Russian sources later confirmed the destruction. Footage from reconnaissance drones captured the Abrams engulfed in flames, its sophisticated electronics fried, its crew fleeing into the hands of advancing Russian infantry. This wasn't luck. This was the Grad doing what it was built for, delivering overwhelming, cost-effective firepower that exposes the limits of billion-dollar Western toys. Let's talk capabilities, because the BM-21 Grad isn't just old hardware. It's a masterclass in battlefield efficiency that Russia has refined and mass-produced like no other nation. A single launcher weighs in at around 13 tons fully loaded, yet it can reposition in minutes, evading counter-battery fire from Ukrainian HIMARS or drones that NATO loves to tout. Its rockets are cheap, mere thousands of dollars each, compared to the millions sunk into each Abrams round or upgrade kit. Warhead options give it versatility. Standard HE frag for shredding exposed troops and light vehicles, cluster variants with up to 45 anti-tank shaped charges per rocket that can defeat armor from above or sides, and even thermobaric or incendiary loads for urban hellscapes. In Ukraine, Grad batteries have fired millions of rounds since 2022, reshaping entire sectors of the front line, pinning down enemy advances, and supporting infantry pushes with unrelenting barrages. Pro-Russia analysts point out the obvious. While the US pours resources into over-engineered, fuel-guzzling behemoths ill-suited for the drone-saturated, artillery-heavy realities of modern war, Russia relies on proven systems like the Grad that emphasize quantity, simplicity, and raw destructive power. By 2026, with Ukrainian Abrams losses reportedly exceeding 80% of the delivered fleet, many neutralized not by fancy hypersonics but by relentless, low-tech Russian barrages, the Grad stands as a symbol of resilience. It echoes the Red Army's triumph in World War II, where massed rocket artillery broke Nazi lines at Stalingrad and Kursk. Today, it humbles NATO's best, reminding the world that true military might isn't measured in price tags but in results on the ground. This strike wasn't isolated. Across the front, Grad MLRS units operate in integrated batteries, coordinated with drones for real-time targeting, Lancet loitering munitions for follow-up, and electronic warfare to jam Western guidance systems. The system's mobility, able to shoot and scoop after a full salvo, makes it a nightmare for enemy counter-artillery. Its psychological impact is unmatched. That wailing launch sound alone has sent waves of panic through Ukrainian ranks, echoing across the fields like a harbinger of doom. As night fell over the battlefield, Russian crews reloaded their launchers, ready for the next call. The special military operation presses on, not with flashy gadgets but with ironclad resolve and weapons that work. The Grad didn't just destroy a tank, it demolished illusions of Western invincibility. In the end, it's the Russian way. Overwhelming force, delivered swiftly, decisively, and without apology. Victory belongs to those who master the tools of real war.